Here are a few things I do with email marketing that you can use to try to increase your open rates, get more traction, get more people clicking on what's in your email. First, I really like leveraging vague versus specific subject lines. So what I mean is that sometimes you want to tell people exactly what's in the email because that increases the chances that they'll open it. And other times you want to be vague because if you tell them exactly what's inside, they'll think, oh, I already know this, and they won't click to open it. So here's what I mean. If you have something really important coming up and you haven't told people about it yet, and it's a big announcement or something they're anticipating, tell them exactly what's in the email. Make the subject line say something like our new product release or whatever it is you've been building towards or you know that people are waiting for. That way they'll all open it when they see the thing that they want is finally here. On the other end of it, you can use vague subject lines in some cases to get more opens. And so this is where people might read a subject line and go like, yeah, like I know what that is. I'm not going to open it right now. But you might have things you want to tell them, and so you need them to open that email. So you might want to do something like, did you miss this? Or have you heard? Or, something, that would make them think there's something inside they have to have. Like, did you get yours? Like, if you were talking about like some sort of a promo offer you're doing that's about to expire. But sometimes if it's really close to the deadline and they know about the promo offer, you might want the subject line to then be specific and say like, promo ends today. You can use both of these subject lines in a campaign at different times based on what it is you're trying to get people to do and where they kind of are in the whole journey through your emails. So that's the vague and specific approach. Something else you can try. These are three things I like to do. The first is if you are resending an email the second time around to people who didn't open it the first time, for example, change the subject line. Don't make the subject line the same or say something like update and then the same exact subject line again. You want to try to use some of the tactics I just talked about, vague versus specific, maybe to change up the subject line the second time around to, give people a reason to open it because the first time it didn't land with them. Another thing you can try is you can try having your email be from a person. So we are all used to getting these emails. They're always from a company, that we're subscribed to. You can actually try occasionally sending it from a person. So in your email software, change the from to your CEO, your head of marketing, your chief technology officer, if you're a software company. Change it up so they go, wait, who's this person in my inbox? I don't know. Wait, this name is familiar because maybe they know your CEO's name, or maybe it's not familiar at all. And that gets them to open it because they think like, oh, what is this email? I don't want to miss it. Who is this person? So that's another tactic you can try. The third thing is make the most of the from line so that your subject line and your from line are kind of working together. So what I'll sometimes see people do is like, let's say they're sending a monthly newsletter. Sometimes they'll make the subject line just be like January newsletter. Like that doesn't do anything for me. Unless I really love your newsletter. I'm like, oh yes, I have to read this one. I loved the December one. What you can do instead is you can have the from line say like company newsletter, whatever your name is. And then the subject line could be something about what's inside that newsletter. You also can just use your standard company from line and change the subject line to be about things that are inside the email that might entice people to open it rather than just newsletter. Or maybe you do a little of both, like January news, and then what you have to say. But I sometimes get these emails from companies and it's just like, December 1st email newsletter or whatever it might be. And that's just not, what if inside it's like save 50% this month? That's the subject line. That's going to get me to open it. Not just the generic, like, hey, here's our newsletter again. So I hope these are helpful. I'll keep putting these videos out of other tactics I use in email marketing. I'm always just looking for new ways to try to get opens and clicks and purchases up by experimenting with this stuff. So if you have things that you like to try or you have questions, please use the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.